So I had started recording about my experience on the way to Atlanta. It needs its own separate video. And it deleted everything, so I'm gonna go ahead and start over for y'all. So leading up to my experience on going to Atlanta was already amazing. Like, I was already in like my fasting state, like just on spring water, hummus. I was basically just fasting and just, praying. I always gonna do that. I'm always hearing from God, constantly receiving downloads from God. And even just leading up to there, the amount of money that I had made is just insane, and I thank God for that, because I spent so much money. Not necessarily, but like kinda, and I was amazed on, because I was having second thoughts on not going, and like I knew I had to go because of the amount of money that I ended up making. Was like, okay, God is saying do this. So I did that, and I was actually gonna get a rental and everything. I ended up not getting a rental because I'm like, why wouldn't I just not drive my car? So now travel is so beautiful. I've been in St. Louis for 3 years. I haven't really traveled anywhere. So in August will make 3 years that I've been here in St. Louis, and I kind of just been here. I kind of just been like peeping the scenes and seeing all over and everything, back and forth from Kansas City. And this trip reminded me on why I moved to El Paso when I was 21. So when I was 21, I moved from Kansas City to El Paso, and I was there up until I was 25, something like that, like 25. Yeah, I had to be like 24 turning 25, and then I came up here. And it will humble you, because I always would say, like, get out of where you're from and move and actually explore. It will change you. It will change your mind. It would have you doing all this, and you would just be like, and having to understand, like, are you saying who you are, and all of these things. And it's just so beautiful. And so leading up to like me getting ready and preparing to go out of town, me personally, I travel with my ancestors. Like, I'll have my grandmother's portrait like right behind my seat, Ida Mae Ware. She actually passed last year in like September, October. And there's a photo album that when my grandmother passed, she had 9 rings on, and I am 27, and 7 plus 2 is 9. And I would say, me personally, is 9, which means completion. And in this year I will be 1, which means rebirth. And when she was at the hospital, she had a box with her, and this box had all the things that she loved and cared and cherished about. And it's so beautiful. And so I never took the box out of the car, and I didn't know that I still had emotions towards, like, having these things. Like, of course I was carrying it with me, but I didn't know that I still had that in me that needs to come out, you see? And I love that so much. Like, I've never seen the photo album before, and so when I'm going through it, I'm seeing people that I've never seen before that looks like me, And that is the importance of ancestry. That is the importance. And I still kept my grandmother's portrait in the car. I did, however, take the photo album out. I had my Aunt Tina's photo in there as well, and I felt like they came with me on this adventure, especially to the tea parties. And my grandmother, she had that stuff. She would put that on. she would put that on. And yes, like it was just amazing, like just going and everything. Like when I got there, I had went and got ready, and I went to Alexa's art show, which was really beautiful. And she talked a lot about when she paint and how she feels, and she says it's like going to the altar and she paints, and when it's finished, it's finished. You know, she just feel like it's done. And basically giving us details on what all the, you know, the different portraits mean to her and everything. Of course, everybody has their own input on what something means to them, or what the painting may mean to them. And I find that so amazing, because everybody has their own view of like everything in life, you know. And I actually was communicating with someone there, and that's another thing why we have to travel to expand our minds, because that same conversation stayed with me, like it stuck with me. And it was kind of just like, I feel like God saying, are you who you say you are, and you know, all of these things. And because if you think about it right now, I am 9, so that means completion, and this year I will be 1, so this is rebirth. So what am I rebirthing? What am I doing? Like, you know, what's coming? And that's so beautiful to me. You know, life in general, like I take everything like just so deeply, you know what I mean? I'm looking at everything like, you know, everything is always speaking to me. Everything is always speaking to me. And so, and then after that, the next day, I'm always on the go, so I kind of just relaxed until it was time to get ready for the tea party. I spoke to my little cousins, Tosi and Saya, and I was just letting them know, like, I cannot wait to see you in August. And I spoke with my aunt, and, you know, we was talking about different traumas and things like that. She does a lot of decoding on basically humans and their connections and past and trauma and everything like that. And I had a really good experience at the Milk and Honey from start to finish, and the energy, the chanting, the vibrations and everything, we chanted, and it was just so beautiful. And we spoke of who we are and what we do, and you know what made us come here, because there's a reason for everything there's a reason. And from hearing all the women, basically everyone's kind of saying, like, you know, they come from somewhere where either they have trouble with women, they have trouble with being loved, postpartum trauma, anxiety, people not allowing them to express themselves, and you know, just needing community, and just, you know, needing love. And that is so beautiful. And me personally, as a small child, like coming up, I was not loved. I was loved, but I wasn't loved, I feel, how I was supposed to be loved. And I am so grateful for my auntie Tony. That woman made sure that I was loved. She said, look at you, you're pretty in all the ways, you know. And because she made me sweets, because me like the way that I was being treated, I was called ugly, I was called fat, I was gonna be obese, I was not loved correctly, I was left out, you know. I always did something and it wasn't me. I was always blamed for something and it wasn't even me, you know. And I love my auntie for taking care of me and taking me in. to, you know, actually show me who I am, you know, like, no, you are not, you really her. She said, nah, you really her. And I love my auntie for that, because I was gonna be pretty on the outside, but I was gonna be so ugly on the inside. And I thank God that I'm not, and may God continue to bliss my auntie every step that she take in a long, beautiful life. A long, beautiful life. And to Lava and Danny, keep doing what you're doing. I feel like Milk and Honey should be for women all over, because every woman all over the world needs a community of women to feel love, to have a sister. We gained sisters because we were there, and everybody is saying the same thing. We were familiar spirits. And the energy from start to finish was just like, right now today, it's been like 2 whole days. Right now today, I am still receiving. I'm still receiving. It's like when you take ayahuasca, or you take medicine, and like it's still in you, like seriously. So the experience was beautiful. I do want to go to Thailand in October. So I don't know. So I talked enough. I talked a lot, actually. So now I want to like show you all like some of the gifts that I got. So this is from Alexis Walker's art show, and the eye symbolizes protection. Most of the hoodies had eyes, but from my point of view, this symbolizes the root chakra to me. However, it is like a yellow warm hoodie, which is saying to me sacral chakra, which means power, which this is the uterus to me, which this is the third eye, also showing protection and intuition. This is the spiral of life. And right here, when it goes back to the root chakra, when you ground at your root, here's the roots. And this is the uterus. This is the uterus. Look. And not to mention, this had a heart on it the whole time. I didn't even know it had a heart on it until it came off down from the wall. I'm love. Literally. And I thank you, Alexis, for this beautiful hoodie and all the beautiful artwork that you do. Keep doing you, boo. And this is from Lava and Danny. Everything, like these little bells and everything they mentioned, that was like handmade. And then the first thing is this book, Raw and Right, by Danielle Henry. This is a beautiful book. I haven't even looked through it yet, y'all. I can't wait to look through it. I cannot wait to look through it. And I also bought this very, very beautiful dress from her name is I believe her name is Crystal. She also has some oil, or like a moisturizer that comes with like a sperm pesticide, like almost. So like it's like for birth control, I guess. We'll have to get into that. But get into this dress though. Get into this dress. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. And not to mention the dress that I had made, the dress that I had wore, the green with the red. The green with the red, y'all. It was giving Princess and the Frog. I felt like it was Princess and the Frog to me. But then, not only that, I was in my element. I was in my earth element. I was in my heart chakra element. And then I had the roots. So I wore red at my crown. So I was embodying love. I was embodying love, harmony, peace, all over from down. And then on my crown, I wore red. so that I wouldn't be in my ego and my pride when I went into a place. Get into it. But yes, look, like, this is so beautiful. Look at this. I cannot wait to wear this. And if you see me again in that green dress and stuff, do not say nothing. Don't say nothing to me. I can't wait to wear this. This is beautiful. And y'all, so the red that I wore on my head, that was actually like a little belly shaker. I actually wore it before, and everything in me, like when I was getting ready and everything, like all my spirit was just like, no, wear that on your head, like wear that on your head. And I'm just like, my inner child, my inner child is like, no, we wearing it like this, you know. And it's making, you know, it's singing, everything on me is singing. So it was so beautiful. And my sis Lava gave this to me, this rose. I walked down, because we like did like a little model walk. She handed everybody roses, so I still have mine. And then my sis Sean, she had shared some rosemary and some lavender with me. So yeah, what else we got in here? Oh, I did get some saffron from Alexis art show. I forget the name of those who but it smells so good. Look at it. And I forget the name of it. It comes with like this little cute stand. Like look, it comes with a whole stand. This is so beautiful, and it smells so good. Like, y'all, I don't even know if I want to burn it. I might. But it's so cute, and it comes with something you can sit it on. What else I got? Let me not. So look at this bee. So I'm about to get into this. I'm about to get into the bee. Mind you, when we're at the Milk and Honey, look, I'm talking some more. I just got to tell y'all the whole experience we had. How it reminded me is because I see the bee right here on the bag. So on the TV screen, they had like bumblebees like in the honey. So okay, let me tell y'all this. Last summer, I had sweet bees. I had sweet bees come to me from this window right here, and they was just like living here, like they just wanted to be here. And I'm just like, what? Like, what are they doing? Like, what are they doing here? And so I'm like, okay. Then more started to come, and then more started to come. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start letting them out. How about I start letting them out, and more started to come. More. I will wake up and it will be a sweet bee like laying above my head. Literally, a sweet bee laying above my head, y'all. And when I used to teach in the after school program, STEAM, when I lived in El Paso, I would teach the students how bees, when they sting, they heal. And the frequency on the bees, the buzzing, it also heals as well. And so in that period of my life, I feel like the bees came to do some sort of healing with me. Queen bee, I don't know, but they was here, and I was like, they didn't sting me or anything. Like, I wasn't sad. Like, it was kind of a little bit of irritating, but I'm just like, this has to mean something. Like they not here just for no reason. And at the time, I didn't know my grandmother was passing. Like, she wouldn't like just reach out or anything like that. So I got the call from my uncle that lives in Washington, and he was just like, Shamar, it's your grandmother Ida. You know, we don't think she's gonna make it. Y'all, I got up and I turned that light on. Why did the sweet bees started to line up on my wall? They started to line up on my wall. Like, literally, like, they started to line up on my wall, y'all. Like, it was weird. And then after she had passed in like September and everything, they just went away. Like they just kind of just went away. And so the lady I sat next to, her name is Erica, and she lives probably 2 or 3 hours from St. Louis, and she's a beekeeper. She is a beekeeper, and like this makes me so happy because she told us a story about the bees. Okay, so she's telling us the story about the bees. So mind you, y'all got bit by a mosquito or something. Yeah. So mind you, she's telling us a story about the bees. The bees are all women that lives in a box. So there is no male bees that lives in the box with the bees. And she mentioned the only time the bees will sting you is when you have the queen in your hand. And she was also saying that the bees, they know their owners. And she also said what they'll do is they'll put one male bee in the hive just to do what he's supposed to do, impregnate, and then the bees, they will kick him out, y'all. And he can't get back in because he can't fly. He can't fly. He can't fly, y'all. And I was like, what? Like, the queens, the bees are running the show. The women bees are running the show. And then not only that, the bees, I saw this video where the bees would when they beekeeper had passed, y'all, the bees went to the thing where they buried her and was attending the funeral. Let's get back into this thing. So now this is the yoni massage oil. I think this is what I was telling y'all about. I want to open it up and see. Ooh. Look, I want to smell deeper. Wait a minute. You can insert it. What? Is this lube? Girl. Let me put that up. Y'all need to be seeing all that. What else we got? Oh, we got some incense. These smell really good. Ooh, those smell really good. What else? Y'all, we have, I don't know if this looks like cellulite. So we have these little cute little earrings. Look. These are so beautiful. Oh my gosh. And then look, it came with this little crystal. It looks like cellulite. It looks like it's gonna cleanse. It's to cleanse. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. Palo Santo? It's the Palo Santo. Y'all know I love the Palo Santo. Yes, this is so pretty. Look it. The gifts. Y'all, I don't even know what this means. It looks like the Wheel of Fortune. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I think this might be the Wheel of Fortune. But to me, things is turning in my favor. What else we got? Okay, we have raw honey. We have a sticker, let's talk food. And we have some tea. The solar blend. Oh shoot. I don't want to rip it on accident. Yes, this smells really good. This smells really good. Y'all, I'm still stuck on this. I'm gonna have to read this. So, I believe it's the Wheel of Fortune. That's what I believe. But this is so beautiful. So yeah, these are all of my gifts and everything. Whew. Y'all, I got this from Kansas City like a few months ago. Look how beautiful this is.